Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We're talking with Sean Paul of Intrigue Journal, and I know whatever he's got to say is totally intriguing.
Well, I hope so. You know, it's fun for me to come back and do like a recap or revisit a subject that we've done in the past.
Okay.
And I've done that a couple times now. And so some stories have come up, and I find them fascinating. They have a lot to do. And I want to just talk, okay, we're going to talk about people that live with bears. What could possibly go wrong, right?
Why do you live with bears in the first place?
That should actually be the subject of this segment is what could possibly go wrong,
I've heard some stories, Sean.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, okay, so bears are dangerous, but we're going to go all the way through this, and then I'm going to tell you what animal is responsible for more human deaths in this country than all the species of bears put together.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Are you hooked?
Yes.
Okay, so many years ago, Julie and I, we were performing at a sportsman show. It was her, myself, and Frankie in one of the most sensitive agricultural states in the country. In other words, they're so sensitive you want to bring a monkey into their state. I, of course, am talking about the great state of...
Missouri?
North Dakota.
Oh.
Right? I don't understand that, but we had to fill out all this paperwork. We're coming to North Dakota, and we're bringing our monkey. And at the sportsman show, they had lions, tigers, and bears all on display. They were all real. And apparently the USDA agent went straight in to the show office, and he said, "I'm doing a surprise inspection. Where's the guy with the monkey?"
Really?
I'm not kidding. That's how sensitive they were. All right. But let's talk about what. So it was fun. We worked for these people for several years, and you know it's fun to share stories about show business and whatnot. And they told me one of the best acts we ever had, which you can't have anymore, is we had bear wrestling. Yeah. They had all kinds of different variety acts, but this was by far the best one that they had. They had log rolling like a pool in front of the stage. This was the best one. And people would line up, and they would, and of course the bear was wearing a muzzle, but they would like wrestle with it.
But it still has paws.
Yeah,
claws.
yeah, it's not like a Kodiak bear. We're going to get to that. This was a black bear. But one time there was a Minnesota Viking, a football player, and they were like, "Hey, why don't you come up here?" And they got the football player up there, and he did not want to do it, but he engaged the bear. The bear picked him up and threw him in the swimming pool.
Oh!
All right? Then it got even better. The next guy, kind of a Bubba, you know, kind of a paunchy guy, the kind of guy, maybe, I don't know. You can imagine, right?
Yes, I totally do.
So he gets up there and he thinks he's going to fight that bear, and the bear just takes him and throws him down, and he ends up like face first in the ground with his hind end up in the air, kind of a little bit exposed, and the bear comes up to him. He's got a muzzle, but he comes right up to the back of him, and his tongue comes out of the out of his muzzle. You wouldn't say that he got his butt kicked. More like
my gosh! What? Oh my!
That's the worst part of what could have happened to him.
Yes. So, and can you imagine what the crowd must have sounded like at that point?
I can't.
I mean, there's no business.
Is there any video of this?
No, I checked. You'd love to see it, though, right?
Oh my gosh!
Okay, got to move forward. Okay. So, people really love bears. All right, let's go to northern Minnesota. We're from Minnesota, and there's a doctor there. His name is Lynn Rogers. Okay, he's 80 years old at this point. He goes out into the woods. He's actually very active. He hand feeds them with candied pecans, and the bears come out of the woods and they eat right out of his hands, which is endearing and it's wonderful. And he thinks that he's doing it. Let's run the tape. Do I have a tape of him?
Oh, there he is.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, he goes out there, they literally eat right out of his hands, and he thinks by leaving food out for them, they're less likely to go up to people's homes and go through their garbage. So he thinks he's doing the society a favor, but the reality is bears are becoming less afraid of people, and they also associate people with food. And if they come up to you and you don't have food,
well, they're not going to be happy.
Right, exactly, but they look adorable. Now, let's talk about black bears, though. In over 80 years, like from 1900 to 1980, it was less than 6 people every 20 years got killed by black bears. In the last 9 years, 9 fatalities from black bears. So in other words, the fatal bear attacks are going up. They're rising, all right? That's black bears. Let's talk about grizzly bears and Kodiak bears, all right? There's a guy in, I believe he's in New York, Otisville, New York. We're going to go to the next one. His, yes, look at this guy.
Gosh.
That's a Kodiak bear. Those are the claws you're talking about. And let's roll the tape of him. Bear hugs. He has this sanctuary. He rescued this one. He actually had this bear for 24 years. And when that bear passed away, his name is Jim. He was stricken. Look at They're getting into a squabble, and he's in the middle of it. They're getting jealous over him. He's lost several bears to old age. Look at this. Look at this love affair here.
Wait, are grizzly bears nice though?
They have killed 15 people in the last 10 years in North America. All right, so they're very dangerous. But you got people out there romancing it, and he's not the only guy. But they are, you know, this bear, 1,400 pounds, right? So after the grizzly bear comes what?
The polar bear.
The polar bear. Now, as far as fatalities go there, only 2 deaths in the last 10 years because nobody's up really where the polar bears are, right?
No.
Okay, so this guy lives in Canada, Mark Dumas. Okay. All right. But you see this and you might think it's a different last name, right? Anyway, roll the tape of him.
That's so fitting.
He is in Canada. Look at it. You walked up to him, he's got a polar bear. That's Aggie, all right? And he's had Aggie since Aggie was 8 weeks old. Aggie thinks that he is his mom and his dad wrapped up in one little package. They go swimming. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
You're glamorizing this for me, though, Sean Paul.
I know. Well, then let's go the other direction, okay?
Oh, no.
Okay.
So in 2005, a documentary came out, and it was called Grizzly Man. And the guy's name was Timothy Treadwell. Do you remember the movie The Blair Witch Project?
Yes,
It almost cost nothing to make, but they had such an amazing storyline that it was a huge deal. It's like basically these people went hiking out in the woods, and they filmed some things, and a year later, the footage was found. Right?
Yes, yeah.
This Grizzly Man is exactly that.
It's on tape.
Yeah, let's just watch the trailer for this movie. And it's Timothy Treadwell. He wanted to protect it. Can we run it full screen?
Yeah.
Go wrong.
Yeah.
Reality check,
He
right?
lost sight.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the reality is we've got people that are feeding them out of their hands, living with them. There's a really cute couple in Russia, and it sits between them, the way Frankie sits between Julie and I at the kitchen table, drinking tea and biscuits and whatnot. It's very cute, but the reality is they're dangerous. Oh, so what's the most dangerous animal to mankind in North America? You total all the people that have been killed in the last year by bears. It's nothing compared to how many deaths are caused by the white-tailed deer.
What?
Car wrecks.
That's right. $1 billion worth of damage and 200 fatalities a year.
Who else hit a deer here? I have.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Julianne has?
Yeah.
I need to knock wood.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you sure do.
Thank you so
That
much,
is
Sean
so
Paul.
interesting,
That's intriguing.
Sean Paul.
To end this segment, I think we should all give each other a big bear hug. Don't go anywhere. Ozarks Fox Sam will be back. That's a big bear hug.